Fat cap up, fat cap down. What's the big deal? Welcome back to another week of the FOGO Life. I'm your host, Captain Ron. So, being the big green expert that I am, I happen to know that when you cook a brisket in a big green egg, you have to cook it with the fat cap down. The reason being is that if you don't, the heat coming from the bottom is going to dry out that entire bottom layer of meat, and we're going to have to cut it off and lose it. Well, we don't want to do that. In pellet grills, in stick burners, and all the other kinds of offsets, they cook them with the fat cap up. A lot of people believe that the fat will render down through that meat, and it's going to make a more tender and a more juicy brisket in the end. So what we want to do today is we want to figure out, can you cook a brisket fat cap up in a big green egg and have a superior product? Let's find out together, shall we? Today we are starting with this beautiful prime brisket that we got at the store here. It's about just over 15 pounds, like 15.08 pounds, so we're right close to 15. But when we're trimming these things up, if you've seen my videos before, you know the first thing we have to do to a brisket is to trim it. On this top side, we want to get all of this white fat off of here. We want to get all the silver skin. We want to get this nice and cleaned up. We're going to trim off every little tiny bit of the bit here. You don't have to get every single piece, but you want to get it as absolutely cleaned up as possible. Now, on the other side, on this back side here, you can see you got this big, thick fat cap here. What we want to do is we want to trim this down so we have about maybe 1/4 of an inch covering the whole entire thing. That's going to really help season the meat. It's going to help flavor the meat. It's going to protect it. It's going to give a really super flavor in the end. It's important that we leave that fat cap on there, but we don't want too much of it. So she's all trimmed up now. We got all the fat off. We got all the silver skin off it, everything like that. So that's great. What we're going to do now is we're going to season it up. We are keeping it simple. We're going Texas style, kosher salt, and coarse ground black pepper. You want about a 16 grade pepper if you can find it, and like I said, a kosher salt. So I go about a 50-50 mix, real simple. I'm not using any kind of binder. We're just going to put it straight on the brisket and throw it on the egg. Our fire's burning beautifully. We're going to use for wood today. We're going to use some smoking woods, these barrel-proof bourbon barrel chunks. It's a party in a bag. They smell like bourbon. These things have held bourbon in there for so long, and they just smell awesome. They add a really nice flavor. So let's add a couple of these right around the fire here. And our setup is going to be our regular indirect setup. So we're going to have our convector in here. We're just going to put this right in here as such, and let her come to temperature. 250. That's what we're going to cook our brisket at today. 250 degrees. For me, I think it's perfect. 225 takes a little too long. I don't notice a difference when I cook them at 225 or 250. So for today's brisket, we're going 250. The whole idea of this video is how are we going to cook a brisket with the fat cap up without burning the bottom layer? Well, the trick is in this griddle pan that we sell here. What we're going to do is we're going to put a little tiny bit of liquid in there, not a lot. I don't want to make a whole water pan, but just a little bit of liquid. We're going to put our brisket right on here. It's got this handy dandy rack that's going to keep it out of the moisture, so we're still going to be able to develop a beautiful bark. It's going to have gorgeous color. It's going to have all the same attributes that a normal brisket would have, except it's going to be fat cap up in a big green egg. The problem is finally solved. And now the low and slow process begins. So we're going to put this baby on here. Just going to put it right in the center. Now this pan only fits on XL eggs, okay, on XL Kamados. It doesn't fit the larges, so if you're using a large, this is not going to quite work. You have to find a different pan. But for the XL, this pan works beautifully.
Many hours later.
Now look at that. We're at 165 degrees internal. The bark is set beautifully. We've got a nice, solid, firm bark on here. So it's time to wrap it. So let's get our paper ready and get this brisket off of here.
One eternity later.
I have good news too here now, is that our meter is telling us that our brisket is at 201 degrees. Now, we started checking it about 195, and let me tell you, it might not be at 203, but it is just probe tender, so it is ready. I know we use 203 as a guideline. I always set my alarm for 195 and I start checking it then, because you never know, they could be done early, just like this one. Any longer, we're gonna overcook it. We don't wanna overcook our brisket. We just spent 142 hours cooking this thing. So this is real simple. We're going to pull off our fat cap up brisket off the big green egg. Oh yeah. Woo! Now, there we go. Now, I'm putting it in here to rest. If you have a cooler, put it in your cooler. You want to get one that's about the same sort of size as what you're putting in there. You don't want a cooler this big for a piece of meat this big. So we've got our brisket in here. I also put an aluminum pan in there to save a messing later. So we're just going to close this up. We're gonna rest this for at least 1 hour. When you're cooking brisket, I'm sure most of you know this already, you always want to rest your brisket at the end. What happens is that while it's cooking, it forces the muscles in the brisket to contract and expand, and it's gonna push the juices out and it's gonna move it around. What's happening now is as it's resting, it's taking those juices, it's redistributing it all so that it stays inside the meat. You're gonna have juicy slices all the way through the whole thing. So always rest it at least an hour, okay? Try and go longer if you can, but if you don't have a lot of time, at least 1 hour. Now that it has rested, it's actually rested just over an hour, so we're gonna pull this baby out of here, our fat cap up in a Kamado brisket. I'm so excited, I think this is so cool. Oh yeah, I can tell you this, I think it passes the bend test, that's for sure. So, we get rid of this. Now let's unwrap it and see what we've got. Now, the whole idea of this experiment was to make sure that our bottom was not gonna be burnt, right? Look at this, beautiful, nice, soft, tender meat, not burnt anywhere. Absolutely perfection. All right, so we know that part of it worked. Brisket, fat cap up on a Kamado grill, juicy as can be, no burnt bottom, and a bark like woo, 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 like a wild pack of wild dogs, baby. Man, this thing is absolutely beautiful. I mean, look, it just doesn't get any nicer than that. It just flops. I mean, it's just beautiful the way it's supposed to be. It just pulls apart. Tender, flavorful. So good, so good. I love brisket, I love my job. Did I ever mention that? So, you know, it's been a big problem that I know of. Everybody says you can't cook a brisket with the fat cap up. And I agree, I've done it before. That bottom layer of meat just gets burnt and it's inedible. You gotta cut it off, you lose all that bark, you lose all that flavor, you lose all that meat. This, simply by using that drip and griddle pan that we have in here, saved the day. We can cook it with the fat cap up, just like it would be in an offset smoker or any other kind of smoker, okay? So I don't wanna hear, ooh, big green egg, the Kamados aren't as good as smokers. This is absolutely, I'll put this brisket up against anything. I mean, it's just gorgeous. Look at it. Look at this beautiful bark. It's got a smoke ring. It's juicy. What more can you ask for? If you ask me, that's a perfect brisket right there. I am super happy, and I can't wait till the family digs into this because they love brisket just as much as I do. So what you want to do is get yourself one of these pans, cook yourself a brisket, fat cap up in a Kamado. Prove everybody else wrong. Show them that you can do it too. Anyway, this was fun. I'm glad we did this. I love this experiment, and I'm so happy with the way that it worked out. I hope that you are too. What I want you to do now is remember to get out and grill. That's right. And I'll see you the next time on the FOGO Life.